Hey, Tux, how's it going?
All right, man. Seven
Yeah.
them.
Yeah, no, all good, all good. So it's like a lot easier just to like chat and fight and play at the same time. I,
Mm.
I hate typing.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
I just need to let because none of my guys have popped on yet, so I just need to let them know what's going on.
yeah, that's fine, that's fine. Uh, I've lost the station. So one thing I like this Korea map, but like once you lose the station,
It's hard to find.
yeah, very dark. So do you spend much time in Arena Commander and all of that?
We have been lately,
Okay, okay, good.
but not so much PvP. Yeah,
All right, gotcha. Hello, private channel. Tox, can you hear me?
yeah, mate.
Okay, who did that?
What happened?
Oh,
Did-
we got put in a private channel. I don't know if it's timed out to make private channels or something, but
Right.
or it might have been Haplo or what you call it that did that. That's fine. Just keep in touch
Yeah.
with your guys, and if they come, we'll jump back into general or something. But
Yeah. No
um,
worries.
yeah, I think maybe our guardian angels are giving us privacy from
Yeah,
prying
fair
away.
enough.
So that's cool. Um,
Um,
yeah, go ahead.
this dude's name is terrifying.
Which dude?
The You need therapist without an A in the middle. It reads as you need the rapist.
You need the rapist. Well, it's nice to have dual names. I mean, mine's a little bit more innocent.
Yep.
Yeah, yeah. Depends on what the rapist what does he offer? Yeah,
Yeah. Wow. Yeah.
yeah. So first question I'm going to ask: do you know the free fly etiquette, like asking for fight dueling type etiquette that happens in here?
Is it where you fly past and drop
Dro-
some noise or something?
yeah, drop a flare, and unfortunately the flares are busted at the moment, so you can't see them, but you can hear them. So what people do is generally like this: they'll come like they'll do like one gentle shot like that to get attention, do a bit of
Yep.
a wiggle, and you can hear the flares, but you can't see them because Star Citizen, Star Citizen. Then people will,
Yep.
will fly around, and some people will just then you go into one pass and drop flares again. It's a really pedantic now because we can't see the flares. So fly
Mm.
past, drop some flares, and then turn and fight on. So from there, it would be an engagement. So
Okay.
you want to go, want to smash, or want to talk? Up to you.
Uh, yeah, let's
Yeah, we'll
go.
smash and talk. Okay. Okay. So I see you are working on some evasion, not staying
Yep.
in the same place. So having that mentality to start off, very good.
Mm-hmm.
Very good start. It's just okay. Someone shooting on you. Charles Upman is shooting. Oh, sorry. Let's just you're getting third partied here. Just
All
primary the Charles Upman. We just get rid of the fucking idiot. This is what happens when fucking noobs and idiots come in and destroy the.
right. All right. We're back on.
1 second. I just want to. Okay. So where were we?
No, I think he's coming back in.
I think he's a fucking zap guy. Just hang on. I just want to make sure I'm recording. I am recording. Cool. Cool bananas. Okay, so let's talk. Let's see. Just leave him to his own devices. What we'll do is we'll talk through things and not fight.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. So there's some good evasion there. Now we fly. It looks like you're flying decoupled, right?
Yeah.
Fucking thank you. Beautiful. That's like one of the hardest things to get through people is like fighters fight in decoupled. There's a reason why all the best guys are doing it. So that's like one of the hardest things to overcome. And you want joystick? You got some maneuverability. So are you on joystick or keyboard mouse?
Hosas.
Process. Okay, perfect. Awesome.
Yeah.
What's
Where I struggle with is mostly my charge in is my if I'm racing across a field to get to a fight, I've got
yes?
my speed limiter set to all the way up,
Yes.
but then I struggle to not joust.
Okay. So
I tend to overthrust.
you're talking about the merge, right?
Say again?
You're talking about the merge, like when you're coming in from 5 kilometers to come into touch, to come into range and be effective instead of just flying past. That's what you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to share my screen. I better be able to stream in here, otherwise I'm going to be mad at the admins. I'm just kidding. No, you can't share here. Really? Really, Gondor? Okay, so let's check. South Citizen. Perfect. Okay, so where did you go? Okay, there you are. Okay, so this whole goes around the concept of pip neutralization. For interest, have you watched any Jonathan Winters videos? Is that something that you're familiar
No,
with?
one of the dudes I was talking to just said I need to check it out.
Yeah. Okay. Gotcha. Yeah, we actually train with him, so yeah, that's one of the. Well, don't worry about that. What was I going to say? So one of the concepts that he has in his videos and worth checking out, so I'm going to second that, is called pip neutralization. And basically, what that does is it cancels out people's relative momentum. And I'm not training according to our structure here. We're just doing loose, casual stuff. You ask a question, I answer it. I think that might be fun. Okay. So now you see, we look at each other. Okay. You see
Yep.
how your pip is on your ship, my pip is on. I mean, my pip is on your ship, your pip is on my ship because we're at 0 actual speed, 0 relative speed.
Yep.
Agreed? Okay. So that is the state of pip neutralization. Okay. So if you look on the left-hand side at your speed gauge, it should say 0. And if you look at my name tag, it should have my name, distance, 141 meters, and relative speed is 0, right?
Yep.
Okay. So now if I start moving left, you see how my pip leaves the ship?
Yep.
Okay. And if you come back, like as soon as there's movement, the pip goes off the ship, right? And
Yep.
you can see all of a sudden there's a change in relative speeds because now the pip is telling us that relative to each other, we are moving at different speeds and directions.
Yep.
Gotcha. He's asking where we went. Give me one second.
Yep. Okay. Back on your screen.
Okay. So as we were talking about, you understand what I was talking about? Relative speed, actual speed, and relative speed can be different.
Yep.
Okay.
So
you see,
I can never get my eyes off the target to actually read numbers.
Yeah,
But,
well, I mean, there's you work on the size of your opponent, the space dust, all that sort of stuff, and every now and then you do. It's also about fighting to increase your bandwidth. That's why we fight, like your mental bandwidth. After a while, you're picking up more and more things to focus on. That is
yep.
why we fight. That is why we sit here, live, die, repeat. That's why we
Mm-hmm.
do this. Okay, but there are like a few fundamentals. So we're specifically talking on merging and joining into a fight at high speed, right? The trick behind that is understanding how to neutralize a pip. Like now, back to our actual speed is 0, our relative speed is 0, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if our pip stays neutralized and I strafe backwards, my actual speed is 68 backwards, relative speed 68 backwards. Pips are still on the ship, neutralized. So because we're kind of in the same line, how do I say this? Relative to each other, we're on the same plane.
Mm-hmm.
That relative speed is only coming because we are extending and lowering distance. So that's where that relative speed difference is coming from. You see up and down there, right? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So now, if you had to just go fly off in a random direction, dog leg, and then watch my screen, and just keep it 400 meters, somewhere around about there, just random direction, and off you go.
Yeah, I've got to switch.
Right, I got you.
I wonder if I can change this to be. I'm not going to be able to see it. All right. So punch it out there, and then yep.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm going to fly off. Just let me know when you're back on my screen.
Back on you.
Okay. So now two things. You see how our relative speed is 405, my actual speed 312. They're different.
Yep.
But you see how your pip is not on the ship?
Yep.
Okay. So what you do is you neutralize. Okay. Neutralizing, then you get the pip back on the ship. Okay. So you see our distance.
You've run cut off over there to neutralize that. You punched it in the direction you're facing now. Is that right?
I strafed up, down, left, right. I use my strafes. Oops, you've disappeared.
Okay.
I'll catch up. Yeah, you're good. You see how your pip is a little bit up and to the left. So I strafe left and I strafe up, and your pip is on the ship, right? If I do that again, wherever it is, I've just got to use the strafes that I know. Your pip is leading now to my left. So if I strafe left, it neutralizes.
Right.
You got that? And
Yep.
now you'll see my actual speed 72, relative speed 62, close enough. Now our relative motion is pretty much the same. I'm not gaining ground. So now that I'm neutralized, all I need to do is increase my speed towards you, and you see how my speed starts coming down. Now, as I get closer, all I need to do is manage my speed. The closer I get, the more I've got to start burning off my speed, so that when I merge, I'm combat effective, right? 1 kilometer, 9.8 speed, join in, and attack.
Right.
Right. So if I had to go over that again, the trick is being able to use your speed, use your strafes. Okay, up, down, left, right. Because I'm guessing you're hostess, so you got one stick that does strafing, right? Up, down, left, right. You use that. You manipulate that. Do you use lead or lag pip?
Lead. Whatever,
Okay.
whatever the standard was.
Good.
Whatever's not causing issues in master modes at the moment.
Okay, okay, yeah. So it must be league, yeah. So that's it. Just remember, we explode for fun. Okay.
Yep.
If the pips are neutralized and we're closing distance, we're going to crash into each other. And now this is actually the first drill we're going to do, and it's kind of back to front. Okay, so what we're going to do, I'm going to load in again now. Let's find each other. And now this is a drill we call Demo Derby. I'm going to head to the top of Korea. Just head that way and we'll see if we can pick each other up.
All right. Jump back into game.
There we go. Okay, I got you. No, that's Charles. Hey, can you share your screen, please?
Sure.
And then I can kind of like guide you in from what you're doing as well. Yeah, oops, wrong one. I've got so many discords at the moment. What stream?
Yeah, it's just not user friendly for.
Yep.
So, okay, I've got the sun right in behind Korea, so I can't see which is the tip and which is the.
Gotcha. Oh no, we're good. Okay, so we're 3Ks off now. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is just like you burned off in a random direction, I'm going to burn off in a random direction and stay uncoupled, and I'm going to maintain that speed, right?
Okay.
What I want you to do is maneuver your point towards my ship, maneuver your strafe so that the pip sits on the ship and you are neutralized, as we spoke about. Then come forward and ram into me. Now remember, just because you're neutralized doesn't mean you have to put as much speed and power into ram. You're still going to have to do little corrections to land the ram.
Yep.
So just make sure that when you're coming in to land the ram, you're sitting at SCM speed. And remember, slow is smooth, smooth is fast. You don't have to do this at 100% for starters. So you understand, I'm going to shoot off. When I say ready, you're going to start neutralizing. Okay?
Okay.
So I'm going to head towards the station just so we have more time. Okay. So off we go. You see my pips off the ship. Manipulate. Yeah, use your strafes to manipulate the strip. You can start moving towards me at the same time. But yep, nice and slow and gentle. Once you got there, now use your forward strafe to close the distance. And as you get closer, just keep manipulating your pip onto the ship. And as you get closer, manipulate pip onto ship, close distance. Look at your delta speeds, your relative speed for closing on the name tag.
Yep.
Slow is smooth, smooth is fast, something like that. I can't remember exactly. I'm turning my ship, but I'm not. Yeah, there you go. You're at minus 70, so you're actually losing ground. You need to thrust forward to start closing the distance. Yeah.
Because it max SCM.
Yeah, yeah, that's it. It's 2 steps, right? And you kind of can do them at the same time. It's straightforward to close distance, or manage your speed to close distance, and then use your strafes to put the ship on the pip and come in. Now you're 5Ks out, so you can actually, like we're talking about, you can actually use a bit more speed. And then as you get closer, kind of dial it down. Like you're getting closer now, so start burning off your speed because you're merging. Burning off, manipulate the pip onto my ship, and perfect. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy.
Right.
So now, in theory, you wanted to be able to come from a distance and get into combat range. You did that. Okay, you did it by ramming speed. That was the mission accomplished. But that's basically how we merge. Okay.
Okay.
So where are we? That's Charles again. So same story. Lock me up. Let me know when we're locked up. Heading
Yep, go
towards.
out.
Okay. I'm going to extend the pip off me. Same story. Neutralize the pip, whichever way, side strafe, up strafe, rolls.
Oh,
Did you
try
hit me?
again. No, you hit the station.
Did I? Oh, sorry. God. Sorry, I was watching your stream. I didn't. We should
Yeah,
get
that's all right.
we should get onto TV. You know what the TVR says and does, right? Oh, that's a
The
perfect.
which?
The TVR, the velocity indicator. Well, we'll get
Oh,
to.
yeah. I love the velocity. Yeah.
Yeah,
I thought you, because I land in uncoupled. I use
yeah.
it all the time.
I can't believe. Okay, so off we go again. Same story. Let me just drop the speed a bit. It's a bit high. Okay, so same story. You don't necessarily. Sometimes you can roll an upstrafe because upstrafe are your strongest thrusters other than your rear thrusters. So there you go. Now then push forward to close ground because you're at minus 48. Yep, boost forward. You'll get me again if you just push towards me. Push, 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 push. Are you full speed? Yeah, there we go. Okay. Slow it down, slow it down, slow it down. Neutralize the pip. There we go. Theoretically, you got him there. I see ants coming in behind.
Nope.
Come back and do it again. I'm still floating around.
Okay. Let
Or
me
is
invite
your ship?
Ants to the server.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I'm getting messages. Yeah, I'm floating around randomly. You know what to do, hey? Just smashy,
Yep.
smash.
Looking for you. Oh, actually, am I staying alive or am I resetting?
I'm not sure. How's it going, Ants?
How you going, fellas?
Good.
Hey, mate.
Good. How's it going? Good. We're just starting a little bit of casual flying around, and I am not training. I am just talking, giving tips and what have you. So, but
Oh, nice.
well, yeah, you know.
This non-training event stays basically between AVOG and drop bears.
Yeah, this. Yeah, no. This is more like we're flying together, and you're asking me questions. It's not training.
Yeah.
That's what it is, beginning to end. It's like, how did you do that? Oh, yeah, I just, this, that, and the next thing. That's what we're doing now. You asked a question, I'm answering. That's all I'm doing. Okay, so I'm at the top of the station again.
Thing.
Just hit.
Well, I can see your flare. I can't see your pip yet.
I'm looking. Okay.
There you go.
There you go. Okay. I'll get some. Let me go the other way because I'm dead still. Okay. So same story. Neutralize the pip. You're gonna have to come around for another turn and. Oh, let's make the screen big again. I can't see what's on your screen.
Yep. Pip neutralized.
Yeah. There you go. And straight forward to create the positive delta, the positive speed.
Yep.
Keep
positive.
the pip neutralized and make explosions.
I'm sitting at SCM speed at the moment. Is that?
Yeah. Well, no. Look at the relative speed. That's the important part. You see my name? It's 84 meters a second. It's going to take you 10, 12, 14 seconds at that speed, which is good. I mean, you're going to get you. Eventually, you'll get you, and it's going to be a gentle little bump and not a run.
That's a miss.
Yeah, you didn't manipulate it in the you got to keep minor corrections the whole way in, but keep going. I'm right here. I'm right in front of me. Line it up. Make the explosion. You know what to do.
Went too early.
Oh, it's harder than what it looked. It really.
Oh no, that's when people are like, "Oh, you ran me, you bastard." It's like, yeah.
It's so easy when you don't want to, but when you want to, it's like, yeah. So what you want to do is just push the pip across and then bring it in. Yeah, positive delta. You see, you're only at 5. You need about 150 to create explosion.
Okay.
And then, but you also low speed means high maneuverability. High speed means low maneuverability. So you need to find that balance. There you go, nice and easy. You need to find that balance between enough speed to cause the explosion and the damage and make contact, and keeping your speed low enough so you've got your maneuverability to be able to maneuver yourself on target in those last few minutes. Okay, so we'll do it again. What we're going to do here, Ant, just give me a second. I'm going to show Toxin how to do this, and then Toxin's going to explain to you what we're doing. And I'll run over why just before we start. But yeah, if you want to watch the screens in the meantime, I don't know if you've got 1 or 2 monitors, but just keep an eye on
Yeah, got them, mate.
Yeah. So one more time, Toxin. The one thing I'm going to say is you can you can roll. Like, okay, so let's create some distance. You see, if you watch my screen, are you able to watch my screen?
Flipping.
Yeah, let me know when you're ready.
I did have it busted out. Hold on, come on. Yep.
Okay, so you see how it is? Like your bottom thrusters are your second strongest thrusters. So you can actually roll and strafe up onto the target. That helps.
Right.
Okay, you can use your side strafe for your weakest thrusters, so it'll get there, but you see how long it takes? You can boost to speed it up. But it's just a case of learning your up, down, left, right, and finding how to get that pip on target and enough forward strafe to cause the explosion. Oh shit. Huh. Fucking shitty trainer. Yeah, they're small ships. But yeah, to find the way to make the explosion, you know? There you go. So,
Yep.
and it must become natural, like a combination of doing everything at once. I know this is a new concept, and like the thought of forcing explosions is just weird, but it does help with this pip neutralization.
Yeah, okay.
And merging, okay? And we're actually going to turn this into a merging drill in a second, and you'll see why. A lot of fun once Ant is kind of up to speed on what we're doing. Okay, so now, how are we doing? Okay, so have you got me targeted?
Nope, that is someone else.
I'm coming. I'm ahead of you, just to your right, behind you now. Flick 180.
Charles Upham. Ants.
Yep. There you go.
Got you.
Got me. Okay, I'm going to create some separation. There you go, and come and merge. Start pushing in to keep delta speed, relative speed close, and pull, manipulate the pip onto my ship. Push forward. You're drifting off your negative delta. There you go. Push forward. There you go. Slow on your speed. As the closer you get, just make sure you're managing your speed. Low speed, high control. Manipulate the pip onto the ship. Very close, but not quite. Just turn around and give him a go. Push in, forward strafe, yep. Just to maintain speed. Now manipulate the pip on. That's fine, your speed is good. Just keep manipulating the pip until we get there. Very close. So, sometimes it's easy to make a cross, like if, you know, so like my ship's at 90 degrees to yours, because then we can wing clip. It increases the surface area, because these things are actually very tiny. It's a lot harder. Yeah. It's amazing how easy it is to ram when you don't want to, and when you want to, it becomes a bit of a mission.
And it's funny because it just feels, one direction feels backwards.
Yeah. Perfect. There we go. I'm going to reship quickly because I didn't explode, but I was red. Now we're going to do the same thing, but we're going to do the higher grade version. Now this is called touching tips. Okay. We'll try and avoid the dirty jokes for now.
Of course.
So it's the same thing. Two pilots. Let's find each other first.
I think you're over near Ants, aren't you?
There's Charles. There we go. Okay. So now, same thing. I'm going to separate a bit. Now we're both going to do this, but we're going to stop nose to nose. We're not going to crash into each other. We're going to stop as close as we can in front of each other. So both of us are merging. Both of us are manipulating the pip. You got to watch your relative delta speed. Don't push in too much on your opponent, and keep the pip. Sometimes zooming in helps. Keep your TVI on them. You'll see as you get closer, you got to start burning off a little bit of speed. Okay, it's a little bit fast, a little bit fast, a little bit fast. The thing is, this is both of us. Because you're working with a partner on this. But same story, now we're close. And this is almost like docking in a way. No more dirty jokes either. You know, get there, touch tips. Perfect. Okay, shoot off again, random direction. And turn, I think what's his name is after you. Who's that? No, not devils, don't worry. Just let me know if you're getting attacked.
Yep.
Okay, so same story, like pip is...
I can't see you.
Okay, just come burning in, you'll see me. Okay, so, yep, there we go. So we pretty much neutralized. It's just a case of managing speed now as we get closer. Again, too fast.
Right.
too fast for that last little bit of movement. But again, that's both of us. Did you survive? Are you in pieces? Or
Yeah, I'm still alive. I've got a little bit of damage,
okay,
but I'll
that's
be
fine.
good.
So we'll
Fine
do
for
it
this.
one more time. I mean, this is a little bit higher. We're going a little bit fast, and we skipped other steps of the process. But at the same time, I'm just answering a question. So same
Okay.
story. It will be a case of just getting in front and manipulating nose to nose, and then once we're there, that's the exercise complete.
Okay.
So let's just reship. Ants, do you fly decoupled?
I haven't done much decouple, but yeah.
Okay, cool. Because basically, pretty much all the combat fighting takes place decoupled. I can't teach coupled, if you know what I mean. It's like there's nowhere I can go with it. There's a reason why all the top pilots are flying decoupled. It's where you get the most out of your ship. So it is basically what needs to happen. And my strong recommendation is to just change all your settings to decoupled mode and just start to learn to live with it. Break your brain and take the time to learn the beauty of decoupled flight. Like I picked up Toxin was saying that he lands decoupled, and that's one of my favorite things to do is pull off decoupled landings. Okay, so now to explain to you what we were doing, Toxin was asking, how do we, like, in a fight, how do you come in from a far distance and get on target and be effective and slow your speed down and everything? And I was explaining that how we do that is by doing these demo derby drills, basically crashing into each other. Part of that, is that you in front there? Ants, can you come to the station?
Yeah, sure. 1 sec.
And I'll run through this quickly, and then I'll leave the two of you to kind of teach each other off demo derbies and tip touching and all that.
Alrighty.
Okay, so first thing you need to do is you're in decoupled mode, right?
Yep.
Okay, are you joystick, mouse, and keyboard? What's your preferred?
I'm a mouse and keyboard player at the moment.
Right, okay, fair enough. I just need to know so I can know how to explain things. Okay, so there's another way I can break your brain spectacularly, but we'll get to that. Okay, so I'm going to explain the concept of pip neutralization. Okay, basically, what pip neutral? Okay, your pip. You know what the pip is? It's the thing you shoot at, right?
Yep.
So you see, your pip is on my ship is on your pip. Okay, this is what a neutralized pip is. Your pip is on your opponent's ship. What this is telling you is that your relative movement is the same. Doesn't matter which way you're facing, your movement is the same. Okay, so if you can see by having me locked, there's a distance, 117 meters, and the movement is 0 meters a second. Our actual movement is 0 meters a second, and our relative movement is 0 meters a second, and the pip is neutralized. Now, if I move backwards, you'll see our actual movement becomes 28 meters a second. Our relative movement is 28 meters a second. That's because we're still on the same plane. We're just extending and reducing distance with forward and back strafe. Okay?
Yep.
But when I start moving off, because you're still, our actual and relative are always going to be the same. The moment you start moving, then it's going to change. Relative speed will be different to actual speed. Now, what was I trying to explain? Okay, so if you want to merge on somebody, do you have one screen or two screens?
One screen.
One screen. Okay. So now, if you want to merge on someone from a distance, the one thing you'll want to do, can you just change to my stream and watch my stream quickly?
Yep.
Okay. Let me know when you're ready.
Ready watching your stream.
Okay, great. Okay, so you see, you're about 4.5 kilometers. You and Toxin are in a fight, right? Toxin are in a fight. Okay. So now my job is to get to you, get to you, and protect you from Toxin as soon as possible. How do I do that? The first thing I'm going to do is neutralize the pip, put my pip on your ship. Okay. So that means that any change in momentum is only forward or back. Which means the distance is going to change. See, if I go forward, the distance goes down. If I go back, the distance goes up because the pip is on the ship. That way I know, no matter what, I'm heading in your direction. Okay, and this is assuming that you're still. Okay, we'll get to more complex stuff later. But what I would want to do, first thing is get the pip on your ship, close the distance, and then manage my speed as I get close. Okay, generally for every kilometer, you want to be at that 100 meters. So 300 meters a second for 3 kilometers, 200 meters a second for 2 kilometers. 1 kilometer, you're down into your SCM fighting speed. And that's how you would generally merge. So I'll show it quickly again. So I'm off, and I've got to come merge and attack on you, right? So I see
Yep.
where you are. I'm going to use the real thrusters, use my strafes up, down, left, right to manipulate onto there. Then I'm going to start burning forward 4 kilometers so I can get my speed up high. But as it comes closer, still manipulating the pip, but dropping my speed. Okay, I didn't have any boost there, so I'm going to jump on my rear thruster and find a way to get a firing solution and get myself into the fight. So the two things there are getting your pip onto your opponent, onto the ship you want to merge with, and strafing forward to close the distance. Understandable?
Yep.
Okay. So
Yep.
now I'm gonna go shoot off at a distance. You can get back to your screen.
Mhm.
Can you share your screen now, and then I'll watch and kind of just guide and tip you as we go along.
Yeah, sure.
Toxin, and watch stream. Okay. Okay. So we are. Okay. So we're 200 meters away. So I'm going to shoot off, and you'll see the pip extend.
Mhm.
So what you want to do is start going towards me to make sure that I don't disappear into the distance, and then use your up, down, left, right strafe to put your pip on my ship, and then forward strafe to close the distance. And as you get closer, you need to burn off that speed by back strafing.
Yeah, and come to a sort of stop in the at the end.
A stop or an orbit, or just fire some shots at the ship just to show that you're combat effective. That's all I'm interested in, is that you've managed to get into fighting. You've gone from high speed mode to fighting mode. You've closed the distance, if that makes sense.
Okay.
Gotcha.
So, like, take it as like an intercept, for example.
Yeah. It's basically you're coming to your wingman's aid, but you're 5 kilometers away. So you need to use speed to get there, but you need to burn the speed off so you don't just yeet straight past. And
Copy that.
you need to use the neutralization to be able to know that you're heading towards a moving target. Okay.
Yep.
So I'm going
Copy
off
that.
at about 500 meters a second. So what you want to do, is that you? No, that's
Yep.
Toxin. That's you. I don't have, there we go. Okay, so you need to start strafing forward because you're 200 meters back. Yep. There you go. Pip on the ship, not too much. Slow your speed down and manipulate the pip onto the ship, and you got to ram me.
Oh,
I
okay, Rami, got you
I
now.
forgot to say that we were doing the demo thing. Sorry, I'm an idiot. Yeah, ram me as op success.
Yep,
So,
copy that.
and just remember, high speed means low control, low speed means high control when manipulating the pip and the strafe. So basically, yep, that's good. Keep on going, relative speed, straight in, straight in, straight in.
Oh,
Close. It takes a little bit. Again, turn around. I'm just going to extend the pip a bit just to make it fun. Gets the pip, put the pip on the ship. There we go, burn towards the ship. Cross section like that is good. Keep coming in. Just watch your speed as you're coming in. The faster you go, the harder it is to do the last minute change. There
okay.
you go. You got a whack on me. But like you need to get the full force of that beast hitting.
Oh, you want a full ram or
Yeah,
just
kill me. Explosions are the
Okay.
yeah. Live, die, repeat. That's what we do. You got to pay the death tax. 1,000 deaths. Explosions for the explosion god. Okay, I could go on forever. But basic concept. There we go. Perfect. And this is what we call the demo derby draw. So we'll do another couple of these. You understand the concept of what we why we're doing this, right?
Just to close the distance, I guess.
Yeah. Well, there are many applications for it. What is that? Summer tail. Oh, you got the invite. Right, gotcha. Okay. That's Toxin. I'm not getting a. That's Charles Upton. Ants. There we go. Okay. So, same story. Neutralize the pip. Crash into me.
Ah,
Yeah.
should change that.
And this is also no, I'm trying to say.
Okay, now, yeah.
Yeah,
Alright.
there you go. Slow it down. Get your clip on and bring it in, bring it in, bring it in, and let it. Ship's so small.
Too excited for that one.
That's
You're
fine.
still in.
Go.
You're still in coupled as well, which is going to make your ship make adjustments.
Oh, you coupled? Yeah. No.
Am
No.
I?
Are
Oh,
you?
because I respawned, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay. You see, it might
That
be
makes
better
sense.
just to put that in decoupled mode in your settings, so that it
Yeah.
just happens all the time. Because yeah, coupled. It's like, yeah, you can do it. I won't know how to teach you how to fly, and you will hit a ceiling as good as you can get.
Yeah.
You know, we teach in decoupled. There are uses for coupled. It's a good park break. Like now, if I just want to sit still, whack on the coupled mode. If we want to teach and what have you, and it's good for when you go into decoupled mode and you're getting into fights and your speed's getting too high. I use it as a space break. I just put it on, and it like your ship wants to come to zero, so it just bleeds speed out of fight, so you can get your maneuverability back.
Okay.
So those are just things I like to do. Okay, so you ready, Ants? We've got separation. Bring it in.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got good speed. Manipulate the pip onto the ship. You only need 150, 200 meters a second SCM speed to make the explosion. You can kind of turn your wings 90 degrees as well to help with the clip if you need to. Yeah, there you go. Maybe slow it a little bit slower on the speed. Perfect. There we go. Okay, now you guys do it to each other for a bit. Okay.
Oh,
No worries.
And then afterwards, you can stop streaming so you don't get shy, and you can touch tips a bit. Turn out the light.
I got your Toxin targeted.
directly in front. Yep. So we're going for a nose touch, or are we going for
explosions for starts? But you need to create some separation. Pull the pips off the ships, and then put them back on. That's fine. Okay. Now both of you work, because this is a two-man job. Like, this helps because when you're fighting someone or merging on someone, there is movement from the other side. So now you both have got to kind of counteract to make it work for each other. What relative speeds, all that sort of thing.
So 300, 400. Okay.
Yeah. Slow is smooth, smooth is fast. There you go. Looking good. Looking good. Very good. Very, very, very good. Again.
Alrighty.
And this is just helping with a little concentration. I will say, as a mouse and keyboard user, I'm going to make a suggestion. It's a strong suggestion, but you do what's right for you. I don't know how long you've been flying for, but
Yep.
what we suggest is, instead of using W and S for forward, you use W and S for up and down strafe. So your strafes become your WASD, up, down, left, right, and so all your strafing happens off there. Space becomes your forward strafe, and control becomes your back strafe. Because when you get
Right.
when you get to higher level dogfighting, there's so much more importance on your up, down, left, right strafing than there is on your actual forward and backward strafing. And
Okay.
also, it makes sense to have it there. Also, we do swap power management when we get to power management and all of that. Do you have your power management on 1, 2, 3 or F4, F5, F6?
1, 2, 3.
Yeah, good man, good man. I'm happy to hear that. So that's easy. But that would be my strong suggestion, and it breaks the brain because it fucks with your flying. It may not be worth doing now because it's just going to frustrate you today. But it's give it some thought. And I don't know how much reprogramming and muscle memory is going to screw you up on. But in the long run, if you're staying on mouse and keyboard, it's worth doing.
So you're saying A strafe forward, D strafe back, W roll.
W strafe up, S strafe down, A strafe left, D strafe right. Almost like you're up, down, left,
Let me
right.
write that down so I can remember to change it later. Hang on. So W was strafe up.
Yep.
S strafe down.
Yep. A and D, left and right as per normal. Space forward, control back. I think control was your down. You make that back.
So space was back. No, control back, space
control
forward.
Back, space forward. Yeah. But then again, they're your controls, and you've got to do what's right for you at the end of the day. If you think you have a slightly better way, like my controls are wonk. On my offhand on my joystick, I use that for roll. Most people use it for strafe, but everybody and people look at me like I'm an idiot and like weird for doing it, but that's what works for me.
I
So
might do it now just to get used to the. I want to get used to it early.
Right.
It seems quite intuitive, I think, but we'll see how it goes.
yeah, it's going to break the brain a bit because I mean I don't know how long you've got in Star Citizen, but all that muscle memory is just going to be like, yeah, what the fuck, man. So just we'll demo Derby until you're ready.
Cool. And what's saying
See,
that's
like,
on the flight.
It gets a lot harder when two people are putting in inputs as well.
I'm dodging you right at the end.
Sorry?
I was dodging you right at the end.
Oh, is that why? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay,
like-
I gotcha. So I'm going to try dodge you in the same direction then. I know the odds of that are small, but which way are you going? Which way are you going? Ah, you went up. Okay.
I was actually trying to hit that time. Oh, what?
Oh, okay. Well, I chose a random direction, like you're going that way. Yeah.
What's it?
Oh, it's the sparks coming off my wing look like I'm getting shot as I'm traveling backwards.
No, you're good. Must have just been from a clip. You see how we're going fast now, so it's a lot harder to put the pip on. Put the pip on the ship. It's because you have to correct so much more momentum. Does that make sense? When you're going fast, you lose the ability to be evasive in a fight, and you got to start relying on aim trading, high-speed aim trading. There we go. Oh, you survived. I survived.
Are you all instantly blowing up? How are you doing that?
Backspace. I've got it bound.
But you're not getting the timer.
Yeah, I'll see what I've set that to. I don't know what it is.
Like if I hit backspace, it gives me a timer.
Advanced controls. Oh, it's eject. Whatever ejects is you go to vehicle, seat, and operator mode.
Mm-hmm.
That's my eject button, and I'm guessing you can't eject in
Arena Commander.
Arena Commander, so it just backspaces you.
Right.
I mean, it just suicides you.
Mm-hmm.
At least I think that's what happens.
Just to confirm, Q&E was still roll?
Q&E still roll, yes.
Perfect. All right. There you go.
Now what we'll do, because it's going to hurt your head a bit, just come over to the station, and we're just going to do little drills in the station, just so that your brain can see what you're trying to do.
Decoupled.
Yeah, set decouple to always on as well. We've actually got a list of settings that we go through, but like if we were doing training and flights, like the HVC styles flight skills, we would run through them.
So that's the game setting decoupled. Where would that be?
All right. That's some handy settings. Because my speed limit is always on when I come in as well, so I've got to dick around with that. So I've taken that off.
Yeah, remove speed limiter. It can get you killed.
Mm.
Yeah, I can't find any practical use for speed limiter. Who's shooting me?
Not me.
Charles Upton. Okay.
So there's pilot decoupled always on, is that? What's the name of the setting?
Sorry?
The name of the decoupled setting? Permanently on, or?
Permanently on, yeah.
Yeah, let's see.
He did not last long.
Decoupled, where are you?
He's going straight back in for you.
Is he? Silly boy.
Couple defaults on. No, there we go.
Actually, I'm going to reship because he's got put some red on me. I don't want to go into another fight with him red.
All right, got your talk.
Have you yet? Got you.
Again. Oh, what's that? There we go. Okay. Yo.
Okay, just let me know if you're comfortable with that setup, key binding setup. If not, we may need just to run you through a little bit of remapping drills.
Yeah,
if you
it
know
should
what
be
I mean.
okay. I think it feels quite good actually.
Yeah. I mean, I know the muscle memory always comes into play, especially when you're trying to fight and do things like that. But it's 100% up to you. I'm not going to baby you. If you say like, "Hey, I need a bit of help adjusting," let me know. Good
There
job.
we go.
Good job.
Nice.
Easy. Give me another death. Explosions for the explosion god. Scrap for the scrap throne.
All right, let's do it.
Yeah, so the reason I asked about this one, Tales, is because I tend to really overshoot if I'm ever trying to tackle. Like someone's like, "Oh, I'm in trouble," and I'll go to help them, and then I either massively overshoot or I overshoot. The target comes with me, and then I'm the one on my own.
Yeah. So I mean, this is pip neutralization is foundational to everything. So yeah, there's so much that you work on. Like you extend your pip out from the ship for evasion. You bring it in to get more accurate. Once you guys feel comfortable, like you're like, right, I got this for now. We move on to tip touching, and you guys are big boys. I'm not going to baby you through it. You figure it out. I'm just giving you ideas for you guys to improve yourself here.
Sounds good.
Okay, ready for
Right.
tip touch?
Let's do it. 300 meters. I'm going to speed up a bit.
Now, just for context, these drills, as our pilots do them all the time, just to stay sharp. We run our event, like our fleet training event, our Monday fleet training event, I should say, is drills. Drills pay the bills. We do these events just to keep ourselves sharp on these little things, and also to get out, to pass these skills on to our newer pilots and all that sort of thing. So when it comes time to taking this back to your home base and chewing on it and figuring out how you're going to spread the knowledge, just consider that this is not like, well, we did this 2 years ago, so we know how to do it. It's a constant skill check that you need to do.
Dropping speed.
Yep, 16 meters. Oh, man, it's not far off. I ended up going backwards.
That's all right. Let's split and try that again. Right. So that's going to give me. That makes sense. All right, I'm going to go a little dip here.
Yeah, just remember distance and separation pip off the ship for starters, because you want to challenge yourself into getting, because that's what you're trying to do. Like that there now, that's not going to help you. Pip on ship, it's not going to help you because you're just going to come towards each other. You want to do both things at the same time.
I've lost you anyway.
Burn to the station. Burn to the station once you pick each other up on radar.
Is there 2 stations here or is there 1?
There's only one. Correct. Yeah, just the one.
I feel like a Namana. Oh wait, who's that? That's Charles. He's doing orbits on the station.
Who's Charles? Oh, Charles Upholder, right? Yeah,
got another one in here. The mama.
Still not seeing you. Oh wait, on there we
go. I'm by the station.
Gotcha. 5k out.
5k out. There we are.
Nope, lost you. There you go.
My radar doesn't want to pick it up. That's weird.
Closing. Oh, you're going the wrong way.
You got it now? Gotcha.
Yeah, we're closing at 600 though.
Fuck. What?
Velocity.
My
Gonna watch it. I
space
thought I dipped. Yeah, I dipped
wasn't
out.
working.
All
Yeah, my
right.
space break wasn't working. Head back to the station, dude. We're going to get an out of
Yep.
bounds. Try and tackle one of these dudes. I'm going to try and tackle you there, Stars.
Yeah, no worries. I'll put some speed in. What was I going to say? Yeah, I take it. Who's he shooting at now? I don't know. He's just doing a thing. No,
Is it Namana or the other one?
no, Charles. He's. I just saw some shots go off. I'm assuming.
I think he's pretty new. He's been trying to fly around the station and I saw him run into it.
Yeah. Well, that's what free fly's for. But respect the rules. Yeah. So I take it you must be an ex-Eve player with the tackle analogies and all that. I mean, I think you mentioned it a couple of times.
Yes, back in 2010.
Okay. Yeah. I played around about 2010, 2011, 2012, somewhere there, if I remember right.
Oh, yeah? Were you orged up then, or?
I was. I kind of only played for about a year or so, but I went straight out into nullsec and ended
Oh,
up
yeah.
in a little alliance called Space Monkeys Alliance, and then they later moved to Fatal Ascension, which is all part of Goons and all of that. I didn't know any better. That's just where I ended up and did stuff, and I enjoyed it. But I was sitting in front of the computer the one day, and like when you do those ops, you're sitting on the back of a Titan for an hour, and then they go, right, nothing's happening, guys, go to bed or whatever. And it's like, I just thought to myself, what the fuck am I actually doing?
Yeah.
You
There was a whole lot of nothing happening in that game.
Yeah. You realize that they're like, this may just be a little bit too much, but yeah, but I still enjoyed it.
So it was the Raging Armada.
Okay, who were they?
And then we went into Bits and Bots, which we all got zeros and ones in our names.
Okay.
All right, you ready, Ants?
Touch
these tips, baby.
So much intent.
Alrighty. Where are you?
So much. Right. Okay.
Coming at 320. Slow down.
Yep. Okay. Just getting that muscle memory right. 1 sec. Let's get that right. Gonna split a little bit here.
It's 3Ks.
Okay.
Closing.
So, also, it's up to you as to whether you guys want to perfect one thing or just pick up a few things that you guys can take back to your guys and chew on and discuss. I can show you a few other things once you're confident with that. I'm happy to just free fly and what have you, and you guys make the decision. Either way, I'm good.
Yeah, give us another one to take. I think probably any more than 2 at this stage is probably too much.
Okay, well, I mean, I'll give you one very simple one that's just a simple concept, and then which is easy to do, and then we'll do some orbits. So what I'll do is I will show this to Toxin, and then Ants, if you can just watch stream, I'll share when we go. Toxin, if you can just hit park brake, come to 0, and I'll make my way to you. Nose to nose. Actually, I'll do it with both of you because yike. Fucking sorry, I'm zoning out a bit, but
all right, man.
Let me reship quickly. Come on.
SCM's still there, or is it ignoring that now?
Just
ignores it. I don't want to ignore it. I want to.
To be fair, I was kind of half reaching towards fucking putting my stream on and everything. Yep. And that's piloting 101 in this game, eh? If I can concentrate on what you're doing. Okay, so I'll make my way to you. Ants, you can come to us and you can and watch the stream. Okay, so I'm going to give you the concept of 45s. Have you ever heard of 45s before?
Yeah. Were you like tricording?
No. It's basically turning your ship on using as many thrusters as you can to turn your ship so it turns as quickly as possible. So the first thing I'm going to do is if you look at my screen, right? My stream.
Come on here. It's got the logo there. Oh, there we go.
Okay. So I'm on joystick, but you can see I still have the VRAM mouse thing on there, right?
Yep.
Which is very weird for a joystick user. There's a reason for that. It's like it helps me to know where I'm steering. It also helps me to hit my 45s. Now, what is a 45? Okay, so if we sit nose to nose like this and you count in your head, I'm going to count it out. To do a full 360 on the x-axis, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 and a little bit, right? To do a full 360 on the y-axis, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 and a little bit. They're exactly the same. Same amount of thrust to do that. Okay, so now if we pull a 45, which means you're putting up 45 degrees into one angle of your, which is basically a corner on your joystick.
Yep.
Okay, mouse, I'm not too sure how you would find that angle. But if you're putting to the corner, that 45-degree angle to the corner of the screen, you're suddenly activating two sets of thrusters. So here I'm sitting and I go 45. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. See, it's like taking 6 seconds off a turn. So when you blow past someone, if we're in a fight, and I'm going to do slow motion now, right? So if we're in a fight, and whatever happens, we pass for whatever reason, and I go like this, I'm turning on you, it's going to take longer than if we're in a fight, and I'm like, right, 45. You can find that angle out. Also with joystick, I find it easy to roll onto a target. Like, where are you? Okay, now I fucking lost you. I'm not the best example. But if you're out, I'll hit a 45 and then I'll roll to get to you quicker. Finding it hard to explain it like that, but pulling the 45 just basically means that you can turn your ship around faster. So what I want you to do, Toxin, is demonstrate to me like a 360 on the x-axis and just count it out for me.
Yep. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Perfect. And the y-axis?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Okay, and do the 45.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Okay, so you see how that works, right? I can see, looking on your screen, the way you did it, I can see that you did it. You can see the value in it. There's not much more I can teach other than to hit the corners, do your 45s to get your quick turns.
Okay.
There's not much more to it than that. Okay.
Yep.
So then the other thing I would move on to is our orbit and turret drills. So when we're sitting, and this is where decoupled mode comes in, someone will be turret, like you be turret, which basically means you go coupled or zero movement in space, you hold your space brake or whatever, and you got to learn how to orbit around a person. Okay. And
I'm trying to get my nose on you.
Yeah, you can use your 45s to do it. And I'll explain why in a second. Now, the orbiter, their job is to try and orbit as close as possible and stay out of the way of the guns of the opponent. The turret guy is meant to get guns on and shoot. Not necessarily with both weapon groups at the same time, but one. Now, to understand HVC standards for flight certification, we demand, our demand is that you hold an orbit like this under 100 meters for over 10 seconds. That shows us that you can do this, right? Okay. So you go weapons free now. Like as I come in, I would come in evasive, and this is also part of learning how to move in there. I stay as a turret, go weapons free, right? So same story. I would come in, trying to avoid. I got to keep my speed low because I've got to get into a orbit, right? Okay. Yeah, don't be shy. You can't hurt me. And I will try hit my orbit, and you will try work on your 45s and roll onto me to get shots on. Okay, make sense?
Yep.
Okay, so we're going to make it a swap over, and I'll try to teach what do you call it? Orbiting to you. Okay. So wait. Before we do that, let me explain it because I didn't really do that. Now, a lot of it is pushing yourself in with your back thruster. So as you come close, you can you kind of oversteer with your nose. You push past the target, and you push in with your back thruster the whole time. Okay. If you watch on my stream, like I'm actually trying to point my nose past you, and
Yep.
all I'm doing is pushing you closer with my back thruster. Now also I will thrust against the direction that I'm aiming to pull myself in. If I want to pull myself out, which you don't really want to do, you can thrust in the same direction you're going, because it just increases your speed. Thrusting in like that, like thrusting against the direction you're heading in, just slows you down, which pulls you closer as well. And then it's just a case of manipulating your main thruster, your forward strafe, and your side thruster, and oversteering with your nose. Okay, I'll hold still. Do you want to give it a go?
Okay, so it's I'm doing pushing in and doing 40.
Yeah, a little bit with your, little bit of, remember you're decoupled, so it's just small inputs. There
Yep.
you go. And you push past with your nose. And as you go past, you keep pushing with your back thruster forward. That's good, very good. And you push yourself in and steer past with your nose. And then whichever way you're going, whichever thrusters are heading in the direction you're going, you use those to slow yourself down and pull yourself in. But that's actually a very, very good solid effort. Your speed limiter is off, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Don't do this with your speed limiter on. Okay. So now you're going out to about 150,
Yep.
which from Eve you'll understand transversal. The closer you are, the faster you orbit in a way. If you're right there, you may be going fast, but you're an easy target because you're just in front of me, if you know what I mean.
Yep.
But so you got to try to pull it in under 100 meters.
So how do I get back in here?
Yeah, up thrust, and it'll push you in a bit. Yeah. And then it also shows going from coupled to decoupled, how from being in coupled mode, you're used to over inputting and forcing your ship through space the whole time. Whereas decoupled mode is just about light touches and corrections. That's all you're doing the whole time, is light touches and corrections. But you're doing a fantastic job. You're sitting at 120, 110 to 120. If you can pull that into 50 to 100, perfect. And then as you get used to it, the trick is to be able to slightly change your angles while keeping the orbit. And that's starting to get to the basics of decoupled dogfighting. Starting to speed it out a little bit too fast, and you bring it in. There you go. Now, it might actually be easier to orbit against something bigger. So if you're by yourself, just follow me in. There's so many things you can do with the landing pads, little exercises. These things are your best friends. So what you can do is just learn to orbit the same thing we're doing, but because they're bigger, it's a little bit easier. You can come as well, Ants. Come grab a platform,
yeah, sure,
and give it a go. You understand the concept that we were talking about?
To a degree. I think I'll give it a shot. So basically, just orbiting the platforms at the go.
Yes, yeah, in decoupled mode, and yeah, kind of steering past them with your nose to keep in, and then pushing yourself in with the thruster the whole time. Who's firing missiles?
That's not me.
It's Charles.
That is.
It's fine.
Yeah.
He's not hurting anyone. It's fine. Yeah. So what you want to do? That's good, Toxin. But you want to get your nose right as close as you can in time. Keep it slow, and pull it in closer and closer, as close as you can. Like.
Good close.
Yeah, but that's it. You find your limit. You're not going to find your limit in this game without exploding and hitting things and realizing what speed you can travel. Okay, so do you just want to come to a full stop, Ants, and I'll explain to you what I was doing there again.
Yeah, sure. I'm trying to get into a full stop decoupled. It's
yeah, just whatever you've got for space break, or it's also still good to have a coupled keybind, and then you just hit that to take speed out, or use it as a park brake. So same story.
I just did it then.
Ugh, I got the sun behind it. Let's just turn nose a little bit because I got too much sun in my face. Okay.
Unless you've got boost on space brake, there's no difference between going coupled and space brake, is there?
Sorry, there's no difference between.
Yeah, like if you go coupled and hands off, that slows you at the same rate as space brake without boost. Yeah,
that's correct. See the difference between boost and space brake. Like, I use space brake, and everything has its application. The problem with space brake is it's going to try to bring your ship to a complete stop, but you lose your maneuverability. Whereas using coupled mode as your space brake, you still have your maneuverability. You can still move up, down, left, right if you need to. So that's why I prefer to use coupled mode as a space brake. The other thing is, if you are going to use a space brake, and like I said, I still do use it, you got to disable boost while space braking, because boost is a valuable resource in a fight, and if you're wasting it on things at the wrong time, it's you're wasting your potential basically. Okay, so that's what we do. Is basically, as you're coming in, look past the ship a little bit, okay, and you push. You're always pushing in with your back thruster, just feathering it, tap tap tap, while steering past. Okay. If you can just stay at a stop, Ants, because I'm doing it around you as if you were a turret.
Oh yeah, copy.
Yeah.
Yep.
So yeah, and when you're doing this for someone, you're kind of looking past them, and whichever direction you're going, like you can see my left wing, I'm traveling towards the direction of my left wing, so I will use my left wing. Just hit
Sorry.
brake.
Yeah. There we go. Oh, my buttons have gone stuck on Zoom. There we go.
Yeah, we're right. Okay. So whichever way you're heading, if you want to bring yourself closer, just strafe in that direction again, and it'll start to bring you closer. Who's this?
Charles.
Just
He's getting very investigative.
That's fine. It's fine. So I'll just lock him up just in case he does something dumb.
A little dance here in the meantime. Nice. I think Tails messaged in Discord.
Yeah, he's looking to jump in in an hour about.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so where were we? So wait, that's Toxin. Where did you get to?
I'm just near the station.
There you go. Okay. Okay. So yep, as we're going around, same story. Just oversteer with your what will be your mouse. Feather your it'll be space now to keep pushing yourself in, and whatever direction you're going, like here it would be push yourself in with your D key, just to keep a nice tight orbit. And this is what things that people will break up with. Now, I didn't do the 45 concept with you. Did you understand it?
Faster turn rate. Yeah.
Right. Okay. Do you want to go through it like step by step? No.
That's okay.
Or you're okay.
Hopefully, it should be okay. Give it a shot.
That's fine. I'm sure. Toxin's going to take it back and chew it into something and pass it on to people. So yeah. So how are you doing there, Tox?
Yeah, good. Working on those orbits. I'm trying to go back the other way so I don't end up as a non-ambi turner.
Gotcha. Yeah. And this is the thing. Like, you know, everyone's like, oh yeah, PU's fucked and blah blah blah. So everyone goes inactive.
just practice the skills.
This is a time when you just come and just get a love for flying, and just
And then
learning.
then they change the flight model on you.
Yeah. But here's the thing, right? And here's the thing to consider: when they change the flight model, do you think people like Avenger 1 and Jonathan Winters are just suddenly going to be shit? Like, oh no, they can't play. No, they're not, because there's an understanding, there's a muscle memory. There's something there. The effort's been put in. So anyone who says there's no point in training now is dumb. Also, everyone who says there's no point in doing the dogfighting because there's going to be big ships and everything is also a bit of a fool, because who's going to want to fly with someone who hasn't learned how to control their ship and be serious with their ship? Because the same concepts are going to come through. You're just going to have to do them sooner so you don't crash into stuff. At least with a light fighter, you can pull up at the last second. You're in a big jump.
Every good sci-fi ever, the pilot of the big ship was always ex-fighter pilot.
Yeah. And it just makes sense. I mean, fucking, it's like the same concepts are going to carry through. And I know people will disagree and think they know better, but I would disagree with them and think I know better. But this is what we have now. This is the game we love now. So we do what we do now. Okay, so there's one more thing, and then I'm going to leave you guys in peace to chew on it and decide the value of what we have to offer. Okay, so if you look towards the station now, okay, and you hit out a ping, you'll see the station highlights, and then there's pads on the other side. Okay, so now they're hard to see, but they're there. To put the two things together I've shown you today, and this is something you can do by yourself. Okay, now you can just follow on behind me, and I'll do the best to do it. Go travel ahead, ping to find your target almost. Find a platform. As it comes closer, start slowing down as you approach it. Okay, brake. Get into like you're having an orbit fight. Okay, settle into an orbit when you're comfortable. Okay, now I'm having my orbit fight. My wingman needs help. Shoot to the other side of the station. Go. Okay, off you go. Now you got to manage your speed because you're coming up to the platform. You got to join the fight. Oopsie doopsie, that one was a little bit off, but same story. Then you start orbiting this station, right? And once you settle into the orbit, and that's how you start putting the pieces of the puzzle together. And you make these little games to play among yourselves.
Nice.
And that's a couple of haphazard things. I'm just going to leave it at that for today. Like I said,
yeah, man, that's very handy. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. There is an absolute treasure trove available, and I know you guys have your stand.